The skills you're about to see could possibly make you quack up. Other people may be crying foul, as it is now time to watch me suck at bowling. Welcome to week 2 for the month of February 2019 and Watch Me Suck at Bowling, coming to you from Collins Bowladrome, Billerica, Massachusetts. Due to a camcorder, the bowler camera, not holding a charge when it was being charged up, we don't have the traditional intro, so we used the camera as little as possible and it just barely made it through this second game. So then games 3 and 4 will look a little weird because they're done on the phone and at a lower frame rate. So the first game wasn't all that great. It was only a 70. Talk about a rough start. That was a really pathetic game. Will things get better from here? There's only one way to find out, but of course before we get to that part, Watch Me Suck at Bowling is proud to be a sponsor of the hit Candlepin TV show King of the Palace, where you can watch people that are good at this sport. Just simply type in King of the Palace in the YouTube search bar and watch to your heart's content. And if you like what you see, to subscribe, go to youtube.com/newpalacelanes. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can see videos as they come along. And now we go to slightly thicker pins, much shorter pins, and the same idiot that can't play. Frame 1, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Kinda safe there with the 9, and for those of you who like the pin setters, here's the Sherman in out. Frame 2, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Why get better? 6. So much for improvement. We got a decent 9 in frame 1, but then we got the 6 in frame 2. So far we're off to a weak start with a 15. We need to do better than this if we're going to do better than 72. Frame 3, ball 1. For those of you who like the pin setters, here's the Sherman clearing the deck of deadwood. And there you go. Ball 2. Ball 3. Frame 4, ball 1.
10. I have a feeling that's the best we're gonna do.
Still a weak performance. We got a 7 and 3, but then we got a 10 and 4. So could this be the improvement we've been looking for? So far, it's still just a 32. Let's find out if the improvement is coming.
Frame 5, ball 1. Ball 2. Well, this game's done. It's a 7. Frame 6, ball 1. Finally, something good happens.
That is a shot in the arm this game really needs. The performance is still a bit weak. We got the 7 and 5. Then we got that much needed strike in 6. Hopefully the fill will really push things along. We are at a 49 with 2 El Stinko the bonus balls to come.
Frame 7, ball 1. 2 El Stinko the bonus balls. The way things have been going, they're probably not going to add up to much. El Stinko 2. El Stinko 2 lived up to its name. That's a 7 fill. Ball 3. Alright, the only decent pair of frames we had, that's an 8. Speaking of 8s, frame 8, ball 1. Ball 2. I don't know if it's a thing in duckpin, but there's Bob Caleri. Ball 3. Bob's still there. Took out 2 of the 4 duckmen, leaving a 7.
Looks like the strike's the only good thing that's happening. We got an 8 and 7, 7 of those making the fill for the strike, and then a 7 and 8. We're at 71. We need another mark to at least make it a decent game.
Frame 9, ball 1. That camera was plugged in. Why did I only have 40 minutes to start with? It's showing that it's about to die. Ball 2. We got a spare, and if the camera doesn't make it, we'll just rely on pin cam until this game's over. Last frame, ball 1, El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? El Stinko lives up to its name with a 3. Ball 2. We're getting close to the bottom end of average ability. 100 is average ability, so 90 to 110. So, yeah, not too bad if we hit. Ball 3. bottom end of average, I guess. That's a 6.
Once again, it's another below par skill type of a game. Yet, there's enough marks and enough in the fills to make it a halfway decent one. We got a spare in 9, but then a lousy 6 in 10, curse of the fill, 3 of those making the fill for 9. However, El Stinko was just enough to prop the game up to the very low end of average ability, and that's a 90. And that's okay with me. Still, this game was plagued by boxes with very low scores, like the 6 and 10, the 3 fill, the multiple 7s that appear, as well as the 6 and 2. Nonetheless, still managed to squeak out something just barely average ability. And once again, I'm okay with that. That will conclude another edition of Watch Me Suck at Bowling. For the second week of February 2019, Collins Bowladrome, Billerica, Massachusetts. This is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.